Welcome back, everybody, to the Third Generation Wrestling Podcast, 3GW here. This is kind of a more of a spontaneous episode here. But it is WrestleMania season, so that does tend to happen because uh, you know, unknown things happen, a lot of changes happen, and that is again kind of normal with this time of the year. Uh, Real Big E and Rob the Ambassador. How you doing, man? I know Super Bowl. I don't want to talk about Super Bowl either, to be honest with you. I'm kind of neither one of the teams I want to see go went, so it's whatever.
Well, the team I hate the most in the world, the Kansas City Chiefs, divisional rival, but prolifically talented and dominant team, are in the Super Bowl again, and I am
Yeah.
not happy about it. Hate the Chiefs. Not personal, it's fandom. I don't hate
Right,
any of the
right.
players
Bronco
personally. I
fan.
don't know them, but yeah, as far as fandom, hate them. So yeah, I'm not happy about it. I'm rooting for the Niners, but I don't think the Niners have a chance, to be honest. I'm sorry, Book. I know Book's pissed off about that as he's looking down, but that's his team. I am rooting for the Niners, but if I had to make a prediction, I think that's going to be an easy win for the Chiefs.
Yeah, for MJ Book, I will pull for the 49ers. That's what I'll say. But
What I will say is Book was a huge Michigan fan. Michigan won the national championship in college football. We know Book loved Bailey. Bailey won the women's Royal Rumble, so maybe
hmm
he's on a roll. Maybe these Niners can pull it out. Who knows?
who knows? Who knows? Yeah, yeah. I thought we talked about Book, Saturday, obviously, last Saturday with Royal Rumble. So yeah, yeah. Speaking of Royal Rumble, um, kind of hard not to think that a lot of what's going on or has gone on is because CM Punk got hurt. Blake talked about it, and that was one of his biggest complaints, and justifiably so, that he gets hurt often, and it's because he's not wrestling consistently. You got to kind of callous your body when you're doing anything physical. Same goes with playing any sport, really, football, basketball. You got to condition yourself not just cardio wise, but your body has to get used to that. The up and down, the side to side, lateral movements, and then wrestling, taking those bumps. You gotta remember how to take them, and absorb that pain that way. And then you add the fact that you're 45 years old. Not that that's old. It's just old to be doing that. So, uh, I don't think if CM Punk never got hurt, I don't think we have this same situation. I think we could all kind of tell where this was going, where it was kind of going to be like Seth versus Punk in Mania. Then they would do Cody versus Roman. And I don't know where you figure The Rock. And honestly, they didn't need The Rock. I'll be first to say they don't need him. They don't. But before we get into breaking it down too much, let's just talk reaction wise. I'm assuming you were watching SmackDown Live just like I was, and I'm really thinking we're just gonna get Cody making his decision. He's gonna pick Roman. Roman came out first, so that was my indication. Oh, he's okay, so he's gonna pick Roman. And he starts talking and says, "I'm not just coming for the title. I'm coming for your whole family. I want to take everything from you." I'm like, "Yeah, okay." And then he starts talking about not at WrestleMania, and I've had this counsel and somebody. As soon as he said somebody you know very well, it was just like, oh, I know where this is going. Rock comes out, no glasses. We're not. Well, he did do the goosebumps thing, but he didn't even look. But it was still tell he's more serious, all about business. Um, and then we get the face off. Before we got the face off, we got Rock and Cody kind of exchanging a little private message that we couldn't see. Camera didn't even show their face, well, the Rock's face anyway, so you couldn't even read his lips. But and then we just get a long face off to send SmackDown off the air. Um, initially I was jacked up for it, and I wanted to see this, but where my concern lies is Cody won the Rumble. Everybody was happy about it, back to back years. finishing the story. Passionate about this whole thing. And he comes out here and just kind of hands the keys to The Rock and just walks off. Now, I don't know where this is going, whether he has a hell of a promo to cut on Monday, but I just feel like that just brought Cody from up here to just about here. And that while I still want to see this match, I just wonder how they're going to handle the Cody situation.
I think that's all fair. But at the same time, I think people's reaction is just a little bit over the top. Day one, The Rock came out and referenced the head of the table. We already knew where this was going. And just because Cody wins the Rumble doesn't mean he has to challenge Roman. Now, I know that I understand why everybody would assume that he would, but there are two world champions, right? There are two world champions. So all of this suspense building up, I actually think one of, you know, I love Triple H and how he's running the business, but I feel like this Cody thing has not been executed very well. I give them some leeway because they're trying to work around the Rock schedule. They wanted to make this match last year. It didn't quite work out. The Rock is available. They're trying to build it now. I'm still not sure about the execution. You want Cody to win the Rumble because you want him to challenge for a world title, but you have The Rock available to face Roman. I mean, that's a dream match I think people in our age group want to see. Rock still gets one of the loudest pops ever when he comes out. All these people complaining about it. I mean, did you see that pop in the audience last night? When him and Roman were staring face to face, did you hear that reaction?
Yeah.
Imagine that in Philly in front of a stadium full of people. So all these people dissing on it. I get it. I know some of you are legitimately mad. I understand why, but ever since day one, I knew it was going to be Roman against Rock. If you didn't, I feel like you were kind of in denial. The Rock has come out and basically said he's coming after the head of the table, and y'all still thought Cody was going to challenge for the title. On Monday, Seth comes out face to face with Cody and says, "This is the title you really want to fight for." There's no need to do that promo unless that's the direction they are going. All the clues were there. I don't really understand why people are mad. And here's what I think will happen. Rock is not going to win the title against Roman. Roman's going to win. Cody is going to defeat Seth that same weekend. You have two world champions, which sets up the undisputed heavyweight championship. So at the end of this thing, Cody not only walks away with one title belt, he walks away with both. He'll be the undisputed champion. Everybody will be happy. I think you just have to wait. And I know we're tired of hearing this phrase, but you just have to let them finish the story.
Yep. Kind of exactly the direction I was going to go. Something you've talked about is they want to, I don't know how long he has to go, but I know they want him to eclipse Hogan. We can go ahead and say that now. They want him to go over 400 days. Probably deflated a bunch of y'all with that, but they do.
Hogan held the title for 4 years. Roman is about 200 days short of that.
Okay, yeah. So, I mean, it's 68 days till WrestleMania. So you're saying by SummerSlam he'd be there. SummerSlam will be 4 years actually.
He'll be close by SummerSlam. I don't know exactly how many days Hogan had it. We might have to Google that. I know he had it roughly 4 years. I don't know if it's more or less. I don't know how many days. Roman is at, I think as of today, he's at 1,261.
Yeah. So he's,
and that's not even 4 years. That's over
no,
3
he's
years.
he's 3 years. Yeah. Here's another thing that people aren't thinking about. WWE is a business first. They are owned by TKO now. What just happened last week with Vince? What do politicians do? What does America do in general when something bad happens? We need to distract y'all, get y'all stop thinking about this thing over here and think about this thing over here. Who's the biggest? What's the name? Somebody bigger than The Rock that could get people talking and just stop talking about Vince and talking about him. The Rock. He's on the board now. So he has to make these types of calls. He knows he's not stupid. He knows that there's going to be a portion of the audience that's not going to be happy about this whole thing. They do need to explain how this happened. Uh, I will say also, I'm not excited about how. Like that's it. Y'all just kind of made a deal with Cody, and that's how you got into this main event. I would have preferred The Rock do something to piss off Roman, or The Rock come out and just talk smack to Roman, and we get it that way. This just seems, I don't know. I still want to, like I said, I still want to see the match. I just, if I'm nitpicking, that would be the nit that I would pick. The execution, maybe I'll do it a different way. But um, they've got what, all of February, all of March to build this thing up. I don't know how many appearances Rock is going to make. But they had to do something. You also are not going to have Brock Lesnar. You can go ahead and take him off for WrestleMania. You don't have CM Punk injured. But you got a cast of other people: LA Knight, Randy Orton, AJ, Seth. You know, Seth and Cody. That's still going to be a draw. The problem with the only issue with doing Seth and Cody is they've done it to death, kinda, and Cody always won. We even saw one of the matches in person. Um, so that's kind of what where I would go as far as not being super excited about Cody and Seth, who've already have faced at WrestleMania before. So
Well,
that
so have Roman and Cody. People would have ate that up, but I get it. They've only done it once, as
once,
opposed to him and Reigns, or excuse me, Rollins, who have fought each other 3 times
3 times, and Cody's won every time.
every time.
So, and if we're to believe Seth is as hurt as he is, the back, now the knee. I mean, dude, you're banged up. I guarantee. I was getting thrown around yesterday at the academy, and I'm cool. I'm just sore. He's doing that. He's what I just went through. He's doing 3-4 days a week, and at a higher level, much, much, much higher level. Okay, I'm just getting to scratch the surface. But so that's why I mean, like, he's not 100%. There's no way he's 100%. Taking the bumps he does, the stuff he does off the top rope, you know, it, no. But time will tell. We don't know. I'm not gonna be a detractor. Good brother did send me an article. I will be fair. Go ahead and be devil's advocate just a little bit. This is from Fightful Select, so it's a pretty reliable source. This just talks about the segment on SmackDown and the numbers they did on YouTube. The full segment was uploaded to WWE's YouTube channel shortly after the show went off the air. And in 12 hours, the video has garnered a large amount of attention. As of this writing, the video is closing in on 2 million views with 66,000 likes. However, the most telling number is the dislikes on the video, which has seen the clip bring in over 244,000 dislikes. In retrospect, it's not really a lot of people, but okay. After the show went off the air, The Rock and Roman would remain staring at each other down before The Rock would send the crowd home with a brief promo, which I figured was what he would do. So again, something you've said over the years rings true. It's going to ring even more true this year. Probably the most true. Yeah, people will complain. People will say this. So it should be Cody. You're still going to watch.
We all are still going to watch, but and just like I said earlier, I just think just everybody, you just have to wait this out. Cody is going to end up the undisputed champion by the time this is all said and done. And that's a better situation for Cody. I understand people's upset. WWE has had to do a lot of scrambling. You spoke about Punk's injury, spoke about Vince and how that affected Brock's availability. 2 huge matches they could have made involving those two. Now they're scrambling to try to figure out what to do. In addition, I don't know when they found out they could get Rock, but you have this story with Cody that you're also trying to finish. At the end of it all, I think WWE will make it right with everyone. But when you have the chance to do something of this magnitude involving The Rock, you have you have to do that. You may not get this opportunity again, being that he's one of the biggest stars in the world, and it's not just his movie career, which really it's more his businesses. You know, the new spring football league. I think it's called the UFL now.
Yes.
The XFL or and USFL merged.
USFL, yeah.
So yeah, so he's doing that. The Rock has his hands in a lot of different things. So he's available now. You have to do that. You have to do it. But when it's all said and done, Cody is going to be your undisputed heavyweight championship. You just don't have to be patient.
Yeah, you know, at the end of the day, I don't really have a problem with it. Like I said, my nitpicks are maybe the choices they make, how they get there. But at the end of the day, this is something that people talked about wanting. Yes, they wanted last year. Yes, last year would have been better. Hollywood, Rock, I mean, obviously it would have been better. But it is what it is. Sometimes things don't work out that way, and you know, I know there's people that saying, "Oh, it's just gonna be Rock. It's gonna be 5 minutes stare down in the ring, and then calling elbow tie up, rock bottom, spear, rock bottom, spear, and then the bloodline will come out, and then somebody might come help the Rock, and then but Roman will still win, and blah 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 blah. Okay, may be true, whatever. But if you really put, I challenge you all to go back and watch The Rock versus Hulk Hogan on mute, and you tell me how good the match is.
Right. Sometimes it's not the quality of the match. It's just that match is one of my favorite WrestleMania matches, not because the match itself was so great, the crowd reaction and how they were into it and how Rock and Hogan played off of that. I think we could have a similar thing here.
hmm
And I think, look, by the time Mania gets here, we're also jacked up. We're also excited about the Super Bowl of wrestling. We're going to pop when Cody beats Seth. We're going to pop when The Rock comes face to face with Roman. Like I said, let's just wait for this long ass story to finally come to its finish. When it does, Cody will be standing tall with both titles. Everybody will be happy.
Yeah. Well, though, unified and it'll be one title again. They'll keep going, cycling through this thing. But yeah, I agree with you. That's a good way to get back to it just being that WWE championship. And until 3 years later, they bring back the world title. Whatever. Um, yeah, so those are our initial thoughts. At the end of the day, they're doing the best they can with what they got. Sometimes, and that's the sucky part with the industry. Injuries happen. Nobody was hoping for CM Punk to get hurt. You know, it's just something that happens, and then Vince, enough said. So, notice we didn't do a show about that because one, time restrictions, and then two, well, we talked about this. We talked about it
We
briefly
did
on
talk
we
about
did
it.
on Royal Rumble. We did.
We
Go
did.
back and watch Royal Rumble post show. Maybe I'll take a clip out of that so people can see how we talked about it. But sorry, my days are running together. Academy's kicking my ass, literally, literally.
Hey man, you'll be better for it, man. You'll be ready.
Yeah,
To get out there, you'll be ready. Gotta have you ready.
learn how to do the Kimura, which is pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie. When they were starting to show it, I was like, "Oh, this is what I've been watching for years."
You might have to pass along some of them secrets to me. You never know. Look,
Well,
man, I ain't trying to fight these days. You know,
it's not about
I'm a
again.
gun owner. That's how I roll now.
It ain't about being tough and want to fight everybody. It's just being ready. If somebody wants to throw it out on you,
Yep.
you know what to do. Um. So yeah, appreciate you all watching. Let us know in the comment section down below what you all think about the whole Rock, Roman, Cody, Seth situation. going into WrestleMania. Does The Weeknd have a contract with WWE? Because every year one of his songs is the song of WrestleMania. It's like
It
y'all
makes
got
you
no idea.
wonder. I know dude is a huge artist, but there are there are a lot of artists out there with good songs. But yeah, it makes you wonder.
I guess Taylor Swift was a little busy.
Yeah, man, she's a lot busy. She's got the Grammys coming up and then a Super Bowl.
Hmm.
So yeah, she's
Hmm.
busy. And shit, I think she's still touring
She
overseas.
is. She didn't even know she could make the Super Bowl
Yeah.
because of a tour date. Um. So that being said, y'all, take care. We will do our best during the WrestleMania season to come on here and talk the events of the week. Just the big things, big game talk. The biggest issues of the week. So we got another match made. Bailey going to take on Io Sky. No more damage control. Finally. So that should be a good match too. Let us know what you all think of those two things. Rock, Cody, Seth, and Roman. And then hey, Bailey
Well,
in the WWE Championship match at WrestleMania. So oh, Rob has something to show you all for now.
oh, just look, we appreciate our subscriptions. We've been talking about it. Three $25 Amazon gift cards here. Who doesn't love Amazon? So we are going to be giving those away for making it to 500. And y'all, we're over 600 now. We're going to do the same thing when we get to 1,000. We're going to give out prizes. But we weren't kidding. Here they are, $25 gift certificates to Amazon for three lucky winners, three lucky
And
subscribers.
there'll be a total of 5 when we actually do the raffle. So
Oh, okay.
just so y'all know.
Okay.
Yep. And hopefully between now and next week we'll get you another trying to laugh. But like I said, my schedule is right now. So take care, everybody. Speak to y'all again soon. Thank you. Keep hitting that like button, subscribing, and sharing. And we'll speak to y'all again soon. Peace.